All right. Welcome, everybody. And this is Brijesh Dalmia from Masterstroke, Saturday, 10th of November, 2022, as we enter into the winter session. Thank you all for joining in. And let me first do the honors by introducing two of our esteemed guests. Welcome, Sandeep ji. Welcome, Divya ji.
Thank you, Brijesh ji.
Wonderful. So first of all, friends, let me introduce Mr. Sandeep Musaddi to you. He is a dear friend for long and a very successful chartered accountant and his firm SDP and Associates. CA Sandeep Musaddi is a practicing chartered accountant and founder partner of SDP and Associates. He has over 30 years of experience in direct tax and audit. He secured 39th rank in CA intermediate examination. I never knew that, Sandeep. Fantastic. He provides consultancy on income tax matters and handles income tax litigation matters and appellate authority. Welcome, Sandeep ji. I can't hear you. I think you're on mute. Yeah, Sandeep ji, you are on mute. Can't hear you. Sandeep, let me unmute you. Can you now unmute yourself? You are still on mute. Sorry. Yeah, you are still on. Yeah, now we can hear you. Still, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. So please try if you see some microphone issue, something like that. So we'd like to have your opinion also. Yeah, okay. Let me now introduce Divya ji before we proceed for today's event. All right, Divya ji, here you go. Chartered accountant Divya Mota is a practicing chartered accountant and is a working partner for the past 16 years in SDP and Associates. A topper throughout her academic life, she has won various accolades and scholarships. She has worked with Pantaloon Retail India Limited as a senior manager, but as she was more inclined towards practice, she shifted to SDP and Associates, where she has been working as a senior partner since then. Her expertise lays in providing consultation on GST matters to various corporates and other clients, handling GST notices, departmental audits, filing GST appeals, and also making appearances before appellate authority. She also handles statutory and internal audit, IND as accounting and consultation on income tax matters. She has completed her GST certification course with ICAI and has written various articles in the journals and ebooks published by ER, RC, and ACAE. She currently resides in Calcutta in a joint family setup with her husband, 16-year-old son, and in-laws. Her interest lies in dancing, reading, and is an avid and enthusiastic traveler. Welcome, Divya ji.
Good evening, Brijesh ji.
Good evening, friends. Thank you. Yeah, fantastic. So I'm so glad we have both of you, senior people from the GST industry, income tax industry, and practicing chartered accountants. So friends, thank you so much for joining in. We have a big crowd today. We have already crossed 300 people on the show today. We expect more number of people, and we will record the session also. So welcome everybody. Today we are going to have a session on GST implications for mutual fund distributors specifically. And we have on our show today Mr. Sandeep Musaddi from SDP and Associates and senior partner Divya Motaji, who will be answering most of the questions, and Sandeep ji, if required, will give his expert opinion also. To set up the tone of the event, friends, we did a survey a couple of days back, and we got around 150 questions from all of you across the country on various GST matters. We have compiled a shortlisted all these questions, and what we are going to do today is that we are going to first run a PowerPoint presentation to answer most of your questions. In around 25-30 minutes, we will answer all your questions, and then we will have a Q&A session. So please don't go away. This session today is entirely for GST matter and none other than that. And if you have any question, you can put forward your question first to the Q&A box. We will take up your questions first from the Q&A box. And if the questions from Q&A box is over, then we will go ahead with the chat box and we'll take questions. Friends, can I request all of you to please give a hearty welcome to Mr. Sandeep ji and Divya ji, and please indicate the city from which you have logged in, just to give an indication that Masterstroke has members all across the country and has countrywide reach. Yeah. Jalgaon, Gorakhpur, Mumbai, Coimbatore, Odisha, Sambalpur, Bhubaneswar, Nasik, Ahmedabad, Udhampur, Noida. I am running short of numbers. Sangli, Mysore, Siliguri, Aurangabad, Dahod, Nasik, Bangalore, Pune, Vijayawada, my God, Patna, my city, Anandpur, Ranchi, Chennai, Salem, Baroda, Hyderabad, Jalandhar, Thrissur, Goa, Bhavnagar. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And we'll kickstart the show today because we have to answer a lot of questions. So I will hand over to Sandeep ji and Divya ji to take things forward. Sandeep ji, would like to make any opening remarks?
Thank you, Brijesh ji, for giving us a chance to introduce ourselves and to give a brief on what GST is in your mutual fund industry. Since because Divya is heading our GST department, she'll be able to throw much light on that GST reviews. And we'll just start straight away with Divya starting on all those question and answer sessions and also her presentation on this mutual fund industry.
Thank you. Divya ji, please go ahead.
Yes, good evening, Brijesh ji. Good evening, Sandeep. Thank you for taking the time out for this session. Since Brijesh ji, I do not know whether you know or not, but his son is suffering from dengue and he's in Bombay right now tending to him. So, good evening, all the attendees. And I hope that I do justice to the questions which you put forward. And I'll try to explain it in as easy terms as possible for you all to understand. So, should we start the presentation, Brijesh ji? I believe, Brijesh ji, the presentation is visible to you.
Yes. Sure.
So basically, what we have done, like Brijesh ji has already said,
that is there any other terminal also which has logged in? Is there any other screen also? Your voice is echoing. Two voices coming. Yes. Divya ji, आगे बढ़ते. Oh, she has logged out. She will log in again. Okay. So please stay here with us, friends. Divya ji will be logging again. Am I audible, Sandeep ji?
Is there any issue with the audio system?
No, I think Divya ji has logged out. Maybe some internet issue. She will be logging in probably. Let me check with her. Friends, please stay there. Divya ji का internet connection थोड़ा weak है. She is logging in. In the meantime, you can ask your question in the Q&A box, and we will record and we will answer those questions. There's no need to raise your hand. We will take your questions after 25-30 minutes once Divya ji's presentation is over. If she's not able to join in for any reason, I will go through with the presentation, and when she joins, she can continue. This internet is a crazy thing. Sometimes it works fine for months and weeks, and when the right moment arrives, you find challenges. Okay, so what I will do in the interest of, let me check again briefly with her. So there was some issue in the Divyaji's computer. She's logging from another computer. Please stay with us for the next 2 minutes. She will be joining us right now. So friends, we are doing some crazy things at MasterStroke. We will be launching at least 8 to 10 reports in the next 1 month. And the traffic has increased. Thank you so much, all of you, for your continued support to MasterStroke. We are also launching a very attractive reference scheme again for all of you to refer us new members, and you can make your renewals free. You can get membership points, you can get your renewals free, you can upgrade your membership with the references that you give us, and you can also stand a chance to win my personal coaching for throughout the year if you give us 10 members till March. So this scheme will be launched in the next few days. Please wait for the formal announcement. Yeah, so Rahul is saying technology kisi ki friend nahi hoti, famous dialogue of next level education. Today, Meta has fired 13,000 people in America. And I don't know what's going to happen in some of the other technology companies. So hard for people who lose their job. Mr. Kumar will answer this question, don't worry. Sankalp, geez. Supriya Jha, insurance commission and MFD brokerage, if crosses about 20 lakhs, what will be the GST? We will answer this question also. Madhav is saying, nice t-shirt, fresh as always. Thank you so much, Madhav. So I can see Pranita ji in the audience. So should I give the rights to her as the co-host? Divya ji, are you there? Let me check with her again. So I will start the presentation. Sandeep ji, please put in your expert comment anywhere you feel that you have to address. Yeah, and the moment Divya ji joins, she's joining from another computer, she will take over. So let me start the presentation. Okay, friends, so I'm doing the part. Of course, I may not be able to do as good as Divya ji, but let me try to answer some of the questions. GST implication for MFDs. The first question is reverse charge mechanism applicable in MFD business? The answer is no. MFD has to register and pay GST once he or she crosses the threshold limit. Yeah, she has joined and from the ID of Pranita Dalmaji. Divya ji, you're there now. You want to start? Perfect. You can share the presentation, Divya ji, now?
No, it would be better if you share the presentation.
Okay, I will share the presentation.
I'm really sorry for the inconvenience which has been caused.
Technology pe kisi ka control nahi, no problem. So we have done the first slide. This is the second slide. When
Okay.
you change the slide, please continue.
Okay. So since we've already gone through the first slide, the second one is GST registration mandatory? What is the limit? So no, we can say in the case of mutual fund distributors, GST registration mandatory नहीं है, because आपके एक limit होती है registration लेने के लिए, which is 20 lakhs in the financial year. So once you cross that aggregate turnover of 20 lakhs, only then will you be liable to get yourself registered under GST. अब हमारा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आएगा कि व्हाट इज एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर. तो इसको मैंने एक एग्जांपल के तौर पर यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट किया है. बेसिकली एक बार टू अंडरस्टैंड एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर जो है वो टैक्सेबल सप्लाई, एग्जेम्प्ट सप्लाई, एक्सपोर्ट और इंटरस्टेट सप्लाई को मिल करके बनता है. अपने क्या नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे एक बार मूव ऑन कर सकते हैं जिससे मैं थोड़ा समझा सकूं. ओके, सो हु इज द पर्सन हु इज लायबल फॉर रजिस्ट्रेशन? वो बंदा जो टैक्सेबल सप्लाई देता है उसे रजिस्ट्रेशन की जरूरत है अगर उसका एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर एक फाइनेंशियल ईयर में 20 लाख से ज्यादा हो जाता है तब. नाउ व्हाट इज एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर? टैक्सेबल, एग्जेम्प्ट, एक्सपोर्ट्स, इंटरस्टेट. सिंस हमारे केस में एक्सपोर्ट्स एंड इंटरस्टेट सप्लाईज जो है वो मायने नहीं रखती है, सो वी विल डिस्कस ओनली अबाउट टैक्सेबल सप्लाई एंड एग्जेम्प्ट सप्लाई. कैन वी प्लीज मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड ब्रिजेश जी. अब टैक्सेबल सप्लाई क्या हुई? जिस तरह से हम म्यूचुअल फंड्स का इनकम दे रहे हैं, दैट इज अ टैक्सेबल सप्लाई. एग्जेम्प्ट सप्लाई में भी लाइक यू अर्न इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिपॉजिट्स, दैट इज आपकी एग्जेम्प्ट सप्लाई. तो इसको मैंने 4 क्वेश्चंस में फॉर्मुलेट किया है. सो लेट अस डिस्कस ईच क्वेश्चन एंड इट विल बी मच मोर क्लियरर. इनकम फ्रॉम म्यूचुअल फंड ब्रोकरेज इज 16 lakhs. Interest income from fixed deposit is 5 lakhs. So this is basically our interest income is 5 lakhs, which is an exempt supply, and the income from mutual fund is 16 lakhs. So the aggregate turnover in this case, like we already said, it is exempt plus taxable. So इस case में होगा 21 lakhs. I
will add here, friends. अगर आपने fixed deposit कर रखी है, if you have a fixed deposit in your ARN code, and from there you have a 50 lakh rupees fixed deposit in a bank, you are earning 8% interest, 4 lakhs of interest. That is also calculated in the aggregate supply. So if you are earning 16 lakhs, but you are earning 5 lakh rupees interest from your bank FD, then also you are liable to pay GST. Please continue.
Yes, but not on the full amount.
Yes.
The GST will be only payable on the amount of the mutual fund interest income that we earn. So this is what we have tried to explain over here, that since the mutual fund brokerage is 16 and the interest income is 5 lakhs, your aggregate turnover crosses the threshold of 20 lakhs. You need to get yourself registered, but pay GST only on 16 lakhs. Now the second one is income from mutual fund brokerage is 14 lakhs, tuition fees is 8 lakhs. So is tuition fees exempt? No. So the aggregate turnover will be 22 lakhs and the GST will be payable on the whole amount. Again, we come to mutual fund brokerage 18. Commission income 5 lakhs, interest income 4 lakhs. So commission plus mutual fund brokerage plus interest income, in तीनों को add करके it becomes 27 lakhs, but GST will only be payable on 18 plus 5, which is 23 lakhs. The last one is, which is a very, very tricky question, that brokerage commission is 7 lakhs, profit from share trading is 8 lakhs, and there is insurance income, which is 6 lakhs. So now we see that brokerage commission, as we know, it is chargeable to GST. Profit from share trading, it is neither exempt nor taxable. It is a non-GST supply item. I'm not going into the intricacies of that, but we just need to know that shares do not come within the purview of GST. So it will not be included in the aggregate turnover. And then there is insurance income, which is 6 lakh. ऐसे अभी ब्रजेश जी का जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन था, that was whether reverse charge is applicable on mutual funds. So reverse charge is applicable on insurance income. पर ये हमारे taxable turnover का पार्ट होता है, इसीलिए हमें इसके aggregate turnover में consider करना पड़ेगा. So basically my brokerage commission plus my insurance income comes to 13 lakhs. Now this will, we are not liable to pay GST on this because it is less than 20 lakhs. Vijayji, I hope I'm able to do justice to the aggregate turnover.
You will also answer specific questions. Please continue.
Okay. Okay, so there are certain compulsory registration requirements which we need to go through, but in our case, there is no such need as I see that for mutual fund distributors. So we can skip this and move forward. Rajesh, I can see that there are some questions which are coming in from the audience.
No, don't take this question. First of all, let's run through the presentation. We'll take that question.
Okay. If my mutual fund brokerage touched 20 lakhs by March 23, then what should I do? Simple. Once it crosses 20 lakhs, registration लीजिए और GST pay करना शुरू कीजिए. If my gross brokerage crosses 20 lakhs this year for the first time, do I need to register and pay GST on the entire 20 lakhs or only on the amount above 20 lakhs? No, you need not pay GST on the 20 lakhs. उसके ऊपर के जो amount है, उसी पर only you have to pay GST. I have cancelled my GST registration in December. My annual commission was below 20 lakhs. Now my annual commission is 19 lakhs. What should I do? Okay, once you are below the threshold limit exemption, you can always go and voluntarily get your registration cancelled. Now that your annual commission is 19 lakhs, you're still not required to get yourself registered with GST. Once you cross 20 lakhs, please do the needful within 30 days. I'm currently not registered for GST. Acha, ye sare questions what we have been answering throughout is considering that we are registering for GST for the first time.
Yes.
Okay. My income from financial year 22-23 is as follows. Mutual fund 16, insurance 3 lakhs, broking 5 lakhs. I've already covered it in the question and answers which I covered earlier. So in this case, again, we have to add all the three in order to see the aggregate turnover. So it comes to 24 lakhs. But आपको GST pay करनी है सिर्फ 16 plus 5 pay, which comes to 21 lakhs.
No, in this case, it will be 1 lakh because this is the first year.
Oh, yes. This is the first year, right? Actually, GST has been...
You have to pay on 21 lakhs.
Yes, because GST has been around for the past 5 years, so it never occurs to me that this is the first year. But yes, the question was that, right?
So again, to clarify, friends, if you have been registered with GST last year, then you have to pay on 21 lakhs this year. But if it's the first time you are registering, then this year you have to pay only above 20 lakhs.
I am currently not registered for GST. My income is 15 lakhs from mutual fund, 6 lakhs from FD commission. Do I need to pay GST? If yes, on which amount? Again, the aggregate turnover comes to 21 lakhs. No, but we do not need to pay GST na, because हमारा FD commission जो है, which is exempt, is 6 lakhs. So in this case, we need not pay GST on this amount.
Okay, so just hold on, Amit. Yeah, so this will be no. Because FD commission. No, FD commission hai. This is FD commission, not interest. So you will have to
pay. It is FD commission. Okay. Actually, मैं शायद शुरू के 2 minutes miss कर दी ना जब आप इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे होंगे कि म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स जो है वो इनकम कहाँ से अर्न करते हैं. So FD commission is another way of earning the income.
FD commission is different. FD interest is different. This is FD commission. They are selling fixed deposits on which they are earning commissions. So yes, they have to pay. So the answer here is that yes, they have to pay.
Okay.
If it is the first year, you have to pay on 1 lakh. And if it is the second year, you have to pay on 21 lakhs.
Last year, my commission was 22 lakhs. I paid GST. Okay. This year, my income is 14 lakhs. Do I need to continue to pay GST? What are my options? Yes. So unless and until we go in for voluntary cancellation of registration, we need to continue to pay GST. So even if the income is below 20 lakhs this year, we need to continue to pay GST on the amount which we have earned this year. I am currently not registered for GST. This year, I have 15 lakhs of mutual fund income, 3 lakhs of stock broking income, and 4 lakhs from tuitions. Am I supposed to pay GST? So stock broking income will not be considered in the aggregate turnover is 22 lakhs. Stock broking income. Yes, stock broking income is included. So 15 plus 3 plus 4. So the aggregate turnover comes to 22 lakhs. So you will have to pay GST on the amount of 2 lakhs. That's correct. Had it been income from stock trading, then we would not have been liable to pay GST because that is excluded from aggregate turnover.
So friends, please understand, you have to understand the concept of aggregate value. It's not about your mutual fund income. You have to very clearly understand that if you are providing tuitions and you are earning some money, then you have to pay GST on that tuition income also. So if you're earning 19 lakhs and you're earning 2 lakh rupees of tuition fees in your name, in which the ARN code is there, you still have to pay GST. So these are small things that you have to notice here.
My from commission was 25 lakhs. I was not paying. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. My income last year from commission was 25 lakhs. I did not pay GST. What is the consequence of non-payment and how I can correct it now? See, एक बार 20 लाख के ऊपर टर्नओवर क्रॉस होने के बाद within 30 days we have to apply for GST. देर आए दुरुस्त आए. अब तक if we have not paid, we should start paying right now, even on the last year's income. Because if we do not do it now, then there is one section, which is section 63 of the CGST Act, wherein the assessing officer can entail a best judgment assessment on you, as per the best judgment which he feels is the right amount which he has to charge on you, including interest and penalty. I'm currently not registered for GST. From the mutual fund income, I have made some capital gains. Say, for example, mutual fund income is 12 lakhs, stock profit is 10 lakhs. Do I need to pay GST? If yes, on what amount? I believe this stock profit is the profit from stock trading. So we can exclude it from the GST turnover. So my turnover is now less than 20 lakhs, which is 12 lakhs. So if this being the first year of operations, we need not pay GST on this amount. This year, my income has already crossed 25 lakhs. I have not taken GST registration. What should I do? Again, the same thing. We have to register ourselves as soon as possible and start paying GST, including interest as well. I hope you're aware that there is an 18% per annum interest also if we do not pay GST on time.
Yeah, friends, we will run the presentation and take specific questions. So don't worry if your question is still not answered. Please stay there. Please continue.
If an MFD is a part of national distribution, does he qualify to pay GST? Is it after his income crosses 20 lakhs in that financial year?
You want me to answer?
Would you? Yeah, I would like you to actually explain who's a national distributor.
Let us say you are working with Prudent Corporate or NJ or Carby or any other company as a sub-broker. Let us say that you have done a business and the national distributor has got 50 lakh rupees commission because of your business, inclusive of GST. So what national distributor will first do, and he has to share 50% commission with you. Let us say the understanding is that. So he will not share 50% on 50 lakhs. He will share with you on 42 lakhs approximately. He will pay around 7.5, 8 lakh rupees GST to the government of India. His net income from commission is 42 lakhs, let us say. He will pay you 21 lakh rupees as 50% commission, whatever is your rate. So on 21 lakh rupees, you have to pay GST because it crosses 20 lakhs. In that case, you can raise a bill to the distributor, national distributor, 21 lakhs plus GST. Let's say 3 lakhs 80,000. So you will raise the bill of 24 lakh rupees approximately to national distributor. He will claim that as input tax credit from the 8 lakh rupees of GST he has paid earlier. So your net income will be 21 lakh rupees. So you will have to pay tax even if the national distributor has paid taxes on the income. But if your income from the national distributor or overall aggregate turnover crosses 20 lakh rupees, you have to take GST registration and you have to pay taxes on that. But that GST amount you can claim from the national distributor by raising a bill on the person. Okay. If I'm working with national distributor and also on my own ARN, can I pay GST only on my own mutual fund commission? The answer is no. You have to pay commission on both your own ARN commission as well as the commission you receive from the national distributor. You can raise the bill on national distributor for the commission you have received plus GST. So for example, if you have earned 15 lakh rupees on your own ARN and you have earned 7 lakh rupees from the national distributor as commission, your aggregate turnover is 22 lakhs. In that case, you are eligible to pay GST. You must register yourself and pay taxes on 22 lakh rupees if it is the second year. If it is the first year, you have to pay taxes on 2 lakh rupees, which is about 20 lakh. For the 7 lakh rupees business that you have received commission from the national distributor, you can claim a GST amount from the national distributor to the extent of, in this case, he will raise the bill of GST on 2 lakh rupees or 7 lakh rupees.
No, on 2 lakhs only.
Only 2 lakhs because you are paying commission taxes only on 2 lakh rupees.
Yes.
So this is what. Continue, Divyaji.
I see that you've already learned quite a bit on the subject.
Yes,
so
for the last
I do
days,
not
I
need...
have been learning a lot. Thank you so much for your help.
Thank you. It's been an honor to have such a good student. Can the MFDs opt for 6% composition scheme? Yes, of course. Why not? They can opt for the 6% composite scheme once their aggregate turnover crosses 50 lakhs in the preceding financial year. Mind you, Brijesh, over here, it is the preceding financial year that we have to see. But for 20 lakhs, we have to see the same financial year.
Yes.
So in this case, if your aggregate turnover was more than 50 lakhs in the preceding financial year, you cannot opt for the composite scheme. But if your aggregate turnover falls below 50 lakhs, I mean, it was less than 50 lakhs in the last year, then you can certainly opt for the 6% composite scheme. But we cannot take the ITC, neither can the person from whom we are raising the bill on can take the ITC on that bill. The input tax credit.
Say that if I go for composite scheme, I cannot take input tax credit.
Yeah, that's correct.
Perfect. What is the second point? Interstate, intrastate. Can you clarify on that?
Okay, so if your entire supply is intrastate supply meaning the entire supply is within the state, we are not raising any bill outside the state. Say I am registered in Kolkata in West Bengal and I want to raise a bill to somebody who's in Maharashtra. So that becomes an interstate supply. In that case, I cannot go in for the composite scheme. But if I'm raising all the bills within the state of West Bengal, then of course I can go in for the 6% composite scheme. So basically, composite scheme is for small dealers who do not want to expand the area of operations and the amount is small. So they can go in for the composite scheme.
So to add here, let us say all the mutual fund companies have registered office in Bombay and you are working only for mutual fund company. You do not have a tuition fee or fixed deposit commission from Calcutta or Bangalore, and you work only with Bombay companies and you are situated in Bombay, then you can go for composite scheme.
Yes.
You want to say this or should I proceed?
No, we can proceed actually because this is for goods as well as for services. We need not explain it. Yeah, but we can go in through those examples. You want me to go through the examples or will it be too much?
We can continue with this.
Okay. So all AMCs are based in Maharashtra. That is the mutual fund companies, right?
Yes.
Okay. Any benefit from Maharashtra-based MFD under GST scheme? Yes, the same thing which we just discussed, that they can go in for the composite scheme and they can they can pay 6% on the annual turnover which they make. So they are not going to charge this amount from the national distributor, but this will be paid out of their own pocket. So you understand there will be a cost which is there. But still the amount is quite less, which is 6%. What is the procedure for availing it? So the procedure is that we have to file a form which is called CMP02, a short form for composition, and this has to be done every year, which is prior to the commencement of the financial year. So now that we say that we are beginning with April 23, so we have to apply this before April 23 to avail for the composition scheme. Once we cross April, like we are in April 23, then we cannot go in for the composition scheme for that year.
So friends, process क्या है बाद में समझ लेंगे हम लोग. सिस्टम क्या है कि अगर आप बॉम्बे में हैं तो आप कंपोजिट स्कीम का फायदा ले सकते हैं, वरना नहीं ले सकते. अगर आप दूसरी सिटी में हैं तो भी ले सकते हैं, अगर आपकी सारा बिजनेस म्यूचुअल फंड के थ्रू आता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, सी दिस क्वेश्चन, या दिव्या जी.
All AMCs are based in Maharashtra. Can an MFD from Bangalore open office in Mumbai and opt for composition scheme? Yes, they can, because if they are not billing from Bangalore office, if they are billing from Mumbai office itself, then they can open the office in Mumbai and they can opt for the composite scheme, because then it will be intra-state supply within Maharashtra itself.
And it is assumed that you have no business in Bangalore, you are not providing any tuition fee, you do not have a bank account from which you are getting an interest in Bangalore, you are not doing any mutual fund fixed deposit business or life insurance business or anything else. So
No, Brijesh ji, no. This I would like to actually contradict. You've not been able to understand this. If you are working in Bangalore and you are raising bills within Bangalore itself, Bangalore is within the state of Karnataka, I believe. So if you're raising bills within Karnataka itself, then you can go in for composite scheme. But if from Karnataka, you want to raise a bill to Maharashtra, then it becomes an interstate supply and then you cannot go in for the composite scheme.
So we'll go a little detail into this. So let us say somebody is earning 10 lakh rupees in Bangalore from fixed deposit interest or stockbroking business, and he's earning 16 lakh rupees from Bombay AMCs. So will he qualify for composite scheme?
Is he raising the... It depends which city is he raising the bill from Mumbai or from Bangalore?
Mutual fund companies को वो बॉम्बे से बिल रेज कर रहे हैं और बैंगलोर से वो स्टॉक ब्रोकिंग का बिजनेस कर रहे हैं जहां से 12 लाख रुपए की इनकम है.
और वो कहां पर उसकी बिल रेज कर रहे हैं? इन
Bangalore only.
Yeah, then he can actually opt for the composite scheme. It has to be whichever state he is registered in, he has to keep on raising the bills within the state. From Bangalore, he cannot come to Maharashtra. From Maharashtra, he cannot raise the bill to Bangalore.
No, again, this is not clear. Let me ask again. Let us say I'm from Calcutta and I am having an office in Bombay, and my income is 16 lakh rupees from mutual funds, and I'm raising bill from Bombay to mutual fund companies for 16 lakhs.
Okay.
In Calcutta, I'm registered with HDFC Fixed Deposit Company, from where I'm raising a bill from my Calcutta office 6 lakh rupees to HDFC Fixed Deposit Company for my commissions. So firm level pay, my total income is 22 lakh rupees aggregate value, 6 lakh rupees from Calcutta, intrastate, and 16 lakh rupees from Bombay, which is also intrastate from the mutual fund because I'm raising that bill from Bombay. So my total income is 22 lakh rupees, 16 lakhs from Bombay and 6 lakhs from Calcutta. Bills of 6 lakhs are raised from Calcutta and 16 lakhs from Bombay. What happens then?
So in this case, see, the aggregate turnover has to be seen on a pan-India basis. So since the aggregate turnover, if assuming that the aggregate turnover in the last year was less than 50 lakhs, so again this year also, since it is 22 lakhs, it is less than 50 lakhs.
Yes.
So once it is less than 50 lakhs, you are eligible for composite scheme.
Okay.
The only criteria is that you cannot raise a bill from West Bengal to any other state outside West Bengal. Neither can they do so for any other office which they have in any other state. You understand, you can have 28 different offices in various states and you can keep raising the bills within the state itself.
All right.
No, so in this case, I'll just interrupt. So in this case, you can raise a composite bill for your Mumbai business. And what about your Calcutta business?
Once you opt for the composite scheme, it has to be done for all these states altogether. It cannot be that you can go in for a regular scheme in one of these states and for the other state, you can go in for composite scheme.
So in this case, we are eligible for composite.
Yes.
So Calcutta में जो HDFC की कमीशन आएगी वो भी हम बॉम्बे ऑफिस से कलकत्ता को बिल करेंगे?
नहीं, बॉम्बे ऑफिस से आप कलकत्ता कर दिए तो वो इंटरस्टेट सप्लाई हो गई ना?
हाँ, so it means that कि कलकत्ता ऑफिस की बिलिंग हम कलकत्ता से करेंगे HDFC को, और बॉम्बे में सारी कंपनी को हम 16 लाख का म्यूचुअल फंड की बॉम्बे ऑफिस से करेंगे.
Yes.
In that case, I don't have to pay GST.
You will be paying GST, but under composite scheme, right?
Under composite scheme, because my total aggregate is crossed 20 lakhs, so I am eligible to pay.
Yes.
On 16 lakh rupees, I will pay 6% as composite fee from Bombay. And what happens to 6 lakh rupees of income from Calcutta, which I have generated? Should I pay GST on that also?
Yes, you will need to pay GST. No, if it is more than 20 lakhs, so for the 2 lakhs only, you need to pay GST.
Last year also I was eligible.
Yes, so you have to charge on all the GST numbers.
So
from Calcutta also, you will be raising a GST bill. From Maharashtra also, you will be raising a GST bill.
So my GST registration will be 1 or 2?
There will be 2 GST registrations, one in Calcutta and one in Mumbai.
So for Mumbai, 16 lakh rupees GST, I will pay 6% composite tax. And
Yes.
for Calcutta, 6 lakh rupees of fixed deposit interest income, I will have a separate GST on which I will pay 18% GST.
No, you cannot go in for 18%. That is what I'm trying to say. That for composite scheme, you will have to go in for the composite scheme on a pan-India basis. You have to see that what PAN you are registered with GST in. So if it is Brijesh Dalmia registered under his own PAN, so for one billing, he cannot go in for composite and for the other, the regular scheme. So both has to be regular or composite.
So on total 22 lakh rupees, I have to pay 6%?
Yes, yes.
All right.
How to get the input tax credit? I think that we need to answer the questions for composite scheme, because I see that the participants are too confused on the composite scheme. So maybe we can actually take it later.
After the presentation, we will take it up further for deliberation.
Yes.
Whoever wants to stay can hear that argument. Yeah, perfectly fine. I think there will be some confusion.
Okay. So how to get the input tax credit? The input tax credit can be taken on the basis of the tax invoice which is raised. Like you already said that mutual fund distributors, they raise invoice on the national distributors. So on that basis, the national distributor can take the ITC. And such invoices have to be communicated to the national distributor through GSTR 2B, which is very, very important, because the department is taking very strict actions. And from the past year, as it is, it has become compulsory to go in for GSTR, that it has to be reflected in GSTR 2B. Otherwise, they will never allow you the credit.
Okay.
So what are the expenses on which the ITC can be claimed by an individual MFD? Basically, on all expenses, you can claim the GST, except for certain expenditure, which is debarred from being claimed as GST input tax credit, which is listed out in section 17, subsection 5. I'm not going into the details of that because it's a long list. Yeah. Still, I have tried to actually cover some of them, which are very important, like motor car. Once you purchase a motor car, you cannot take input tax credit on that. So for repairs and insurance also on that motor car, you cannot take input tax credit. Food and beverages that we eat in a restaurant, no input tax credit on that. Gym membership, no input tax credit again. Life insurance, health insurance, and construction of office space. Because I believe that all the mutual fund developers, they have a office space. So if you rent it out, you can claim GST input tax credit on that. But if you construct it, you cannot take input tax credit on that.
On mobile and AC and other things we can do, printing and stuff like that.
Yes. If we claim any input tax credit, what percentage of GST is to be paid? So the GST rate is the same. If you get a bill for 18%, you are paying 18%. So on the markup which you are charging from your customer, you can claim the input tax credit and pay the balance. I'm currently registered for GST as an individual. I'm considering to convert it as an LLP in the near future. Would there be any impact? Well, you would continue to be paying GST, but you have to take a new GST number for the LLP because the PAN numbers are different. And then there are certain formalities which are required to be done. Like there is a form which is ITC02. So if you have any input tax credit which is lying in your individual account, you can transfer it to the LLP through this. And there will be no other implication. It will continue as it was before. What if I paid GST despite being less than 20 lakhs revenue? Can I apply for refund? Well, the government is always open that if anybody wants to voluntarily come and get themselves registered in the GST, you're more than welcome to the GST family. But no, you are not allowed refund on the GST which has been paid, because this is not your own money which you have paid. You've already taken it from someone and then given it to the government. So that is called unjust enrichment in our language. Is there any tools which help us in automating or maintaining the GST records? Well, there are various tools. We keep the records for our clients mainly on Tally, and we use various other softwares like ClearTax, CompuTax, etc., which enables us to match actually the GSTR 2B which there is and GSTR 3B input that we take. But it totally depends on the individual, how he feels comfortable in maintaining the records.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Divyaji, for this explanation. We will have a deliberate discussion on the composite tax. I think there is some confusion for some people. We will take that up. But I want to thank you. And these are the question, friends, which we got from all of you in terms, and we answered specific questions for most of you. Now we'll take some of your questions in the Q&A box as well as the chat box to answer specific question. And as long as Divyaji and Siddhiji is here, we will continue and we'll try to answer your question. Divyaji, you can also pick up any question from the Q&A box first, and then we can go with the chat box. So the first question is Saket Gupta.
Okay.
Can you read that? I am on the Q&A box. The first question, Saket Gupta.
Actually, I can read this question. Is there any composition scheme in GST for MFD? Is this the question? No.
No. Okay. So I will go ahead with the second question.
Okay.
If I
think you can read the questions and I can answer them.
If I receive commission from life insurance, health insurance, and stock broking, is it club in GST? Probably the answer is yes.
Yes. But for life insurance, there is a reverse charge, so you need not pay GST on that.
Yeah, okay. So let me answer DA Herschel. If you are earning 10 lakhs plus 10 lakhs plus 10 lakh rupees from all three, you have to pay only on 20 lakh rupees because in life insurance, the reverse charge is applicable. So you have to pay on 20 lakh rupees. Okay. Is it compulsory to register for GST if the gross annual income is more than 20 lakh rupees? It's not about gross annual income. It's about taxable supply, which we have covered. It's about the aggregate value. So yes,
aggregate turnover is the word actually.
So if your question is that if your commission income is more than 20 lakhs, then the answer is yes, you have to register and pay. Definition of turnover in GST for MFDs. Can you briefly again explain this?
Yes, so turnover has already been answered. It is basically taxable supply plus exempt supply. So taxable supply includes all your supplies on which you are required to pay tax under GST. And exempt supply is basically which is exempt by way of a notification, which is notification number 11. Now there is a long list of exemption, but I believe that mostly none of the exemptions apply on us. It is basically interest income, I believe, which we need not pay GST on. Then there's insurance income, which you rightly said is under reverse charge. So we need not pay GST on that. And there is one more thing. I do not know whether your participants, they are directors of any companies, but suppose they are earning directorship remuneration from any company. So that becomes a non-GST item because there is an employer-employee relationship. So we can exclude that also from the aggregate turnover.
All right. So Dhananjay Kumar is asking, if a mutual fund distributor is a private limited company, is he supposed to pay GST from the very beginning or after 20 lakh rupees in the first year?
So it applies to all the entities, whether it's a private limited or individual. So 20 lakhs turnover limit is there.
Once you cross 20 lakh, then only you have to register, even if you are a company. Pramod Nayak, does the threshold of 20 lakh commission for application of GST certificate also apply if MFD is a sub-distributor under a national distributor? The answer is yes. Is there any benefit for an MFD to apply for GST certificate in case GST is being deducted by a national distributor? Divyaji, is there any benefit for a mutual fund to apply for a GST? So it's not a question of benefit or not benefit. You have to register and you have to pay, and you can raise the GST bill on the national distributor. He will claim that as an input tax. He will not argue with you. KP Kumar, this year 20 lakh income may or may not cross. Then I need to register for GST now. If you have not registered, then you don't need to register, Mr. KP. I'm answering the easy question, Divyaji.
Yeah, please go ahead. You're making my task easier.
Ashik Abrar, will MFD get composite GST in Maharashtra? Yes. If you're registered in Bombay, if you have an office in Bombay and you are issuing the bills from your Bombay office to the mutual fund company, then you can take advantage of the composite scheme. Mahmood Khan, what is the difference if you are below 20 lakhs and have taken voluntary GST number and if you have not taken GST number? Divyaji.
Yes, so if you are below 20 lakhs and you've taken a GST number, so in that case, we can avail various input tax credit. Like if you purchase a mobile phone and you have a GST number, so you can take the input tax credit on that mobile phone which we have purchased. So that is an added benefit.
Okay.
And I've generally seen that many companies, they want to work with GST registered people because they are more reliable and it is,
Yeah. So again, a question for the national distributor, Vijayji, whether you are working directly on your code or you are working through national distributor, if your income crosses 20 lakhs, you have to independently register for GST and pay GST. You can raise the GST bill to the national distributor, but you have to pay the taxes on your own. Anonymous, I have a private limited company. Can we pay salary to non-ARN holder? Like, that's a different question. We'll not take that up. Amit, do we have to download the monthly invoices from RTAs? Yes. Or we can make our own invoices. It will never match. Of course, you can do it both ways, but it is easier to download the invoices from the RTAs. So that's an operational part, which we will not cover today. Today is the GST implication part, which we wanted to cover today. Tanya Haki, are we eligible for composite scheme and pay 6% GST? If you are in Bombay, the answer is yes. If you have an office in Bombay, then you can do it. And there are certain other conditions, a lot of conditions. We will try to answer that last in today's event. We will take that on the composite scheme, but the short answer is in Bombay office, you can raise the bill. Ankit, what will be the invoice date for GST registered MFD? What is this? Divyaji, what will be the invoice date for GST registered MFDs?
For GST registered?
MFDs. So we get commission of April in the month of May.
Okay.
So we raise the bill in the month of May, not in the month of, because we don't know the amount of commission in the month of May. So he's asking.
So there is no problem. You can always raise a bill in the month of May and then proceed accordingly.
Perfect. Vinayak, what is the eligibility for paying and filing returns under QRMP scheme? What is this QRMP scheme? Are you aware of this, Divyaji?
Yes, yes. There is one which is called Quarterly Return Monthly Payment Scheme. So basically, it is for those taxpayers who are below a turnover limit of 5 crores. They can go in for the QRMP scheme. In that scheme, what happens is that you can pay your GST monthly but file quarterly returns. I believe that this is not a very good scheme to opt for, because as it is, you are paying GST on monthly basis. Only the returns are quarterly. So might as well, once you have calculated the amount that you need to pay and you're already paying, so why not go in for the monthly returns itself, so that the person to whom you're supplying also gets the credit on a monthly basis. Okay. Because see, I already told you that the credit is through GSTR 2B, and the GSTR 2B credit can only be seen once you file your own GSTR 1 returns. So it is basically useful that you file the returns monthly. Okay. Nina Anuvalia, is composite system applicable only for Maharashtra? Yes, because most of the mutual fund companies are situated in Bombay and you are raising the bill to the Bombay-based AMC. So only if you have an office in Bombay, you can take advantage of composite scheme in Maharashtra. Yes, Harish, for MFDs, there is no raw material as such, and how can we take input credit? For example, Mr. Harish, you are using a mobile phone, it is a business expense, and if you are paying GST on that, probably you can take the GST credit. If you're buying a laptop or machine on which you are paying GST, am I right, Divyaji? And then you're paying 18% GST on your laptop, then that also you can claim as an expense, as well as input tax credit. Vijay Mavri. Up to 20 lakhs, no GST is applicable for mutual funds, right? So till MFD reaches 20 lakhs, does AMC pay full payment to MFS, or they deduct 18%? They will not deduct any payment. Whatever is the commission contractual rate, they will pay you the entire commission contractual rate. The GST liability is for you to decide whether you have to pay GST on that. They will not pay you separate GST. So for example, if they are paying you 1 lakh rupees of commission, they will credit your bank with 1 lakh rupees of commission. If your total income is above 20 lakh rupees, then on 1 lakh rupees, you have to back calculate as your income as 85,000 rupees and you have to pay 15,000 rupees as GST. So AMCs will pay you total brokerage inclusive of GST. If you're not liable for GST, you earn total commissions. If you're liable for GST, then you have to strike off 18% from your income as GST. So up to 20 lakh rupees, you don't have to pay GST and you get the entire commission. That's the short answer from the AMCs. Himanshu, what is the tax percentage with charge after crossing 20 lakh income? In this case, GST is 18% on mutual fund income. So you have to pay 18% GST on that, and you can raise the bill on the AMCs. Vishwadeep Das, after paying GST, we have to pay income tax. I'm right in saying so? Yes, you have to pay. Income tax is different, GST is different. Please do not complicate. I know where you are coming from, Vishwadeep, but this is the rule of the land, and you have to pay income tax also on your net income. Why GST is not applicable for LIC commission payment? I am not too sure whether LIC charges reverse charge or not. First of all, insurance commission may reverse charges, so insurance company will deduct the commission GST and pay on their own, and you don't have to pay any taxes on insurance commission. Whether LIC charges reverse charge or not, I don't know. And if they don't charge, the prerogative of Government of India, that they don't do it, and they have given this probably benefit to LIC. It is none of your concern because you are not paying it. Sunil, I hope this video recording, yes, it will be available. Hemant Kumar Agarwal, my MF commission for past 4 years is more than 20 lakhs. I have not registered for GST yet. Divya ji, your answer. Kitna income?
वो 20 लाख से ज्यादा है 4 साल से. He is lucky that still GST guy did not get hold of him.
GST के पास अभी बहुत लोग हैं होल्ड करने के लिए, तो अभी he still, but my suggestion would be that he should start paying, but I do not know that for the past 4 years how much the amount of interest would be much higher. So at least अभी रजिस्टर करिए, अब जाकर के पेमेंट करिए, आगे का तो ठीक करिए, पीछे का छोड़ते हैं.
शॉर्ट आंसर ये हेमंत जी, आपको पिछले 4 साल का जीएसटी देना पड़ेगा विद 18%. जितना भी टैक्स बनता है उसका 18% इंटरेस्ट के साथ देना पड़ेगा. और अगर जीएसटी की महिमा हुई आप पे, उन्होंने नहीं पकड़ा आपको, आप बच गए, तब तो कोई बात नहीं है. लेकिन अगर पकड़े गए और आपको देना पड़ेगा तो फिर पेनल्टी, इंटरेस्ट चार्ज, पता नहीं क्या क्या लगेगा. सो यू शुड प्रोबेबली थिंक अबाउट दिस, टेक अ लीगल ओपिनियन एंड स्टार्ट पेइंग. कुकरेजा जी, till November 9 total 19.10 lakh rupees commission, 2 lakhs. For December I should pay GST on 9. So till November total commission was 19.1 lakh. So कुकरेजा जी, आपकी 20 लाख फर्स्ट ईयर अगर आपकी जीएसटी अप्लाई हो रही है तो 20 लाख रुपए तक कुछ नहीं देना है आपको. अगर आपको 21 लाख की कमीशन दिसंबर में टच कर जाती है तो 1 लाख रुपए पे आपको जीएसटी भरना है और 85,000 की आपको इनकम दिखा करके 15,000 रुपए का टैक्स भरना है. बैक कैलकुलेशन करके आपको ये फिगर आता है. बिकॉज अगर 21 लाख की कमीशन है तो ये माना जाएगा कि 20 लाख एग्जेम्प्ट है, 1 लाख रुपए आपको टोटल आई है तो उसमें आपको 85,000 इनकम दिखाना पड़ेगा और 15,000 रुपए, which is 80% on 85,000 rupees you have to pay as tax. Am I right, Divya ji? So see, I have learned, I'm a quick learner. Amit Tiwari, what is the rate? 18%. It is the same for all the state, I guess. Madhav, I have paid GST throughout last 18 months despite income below 20 lakh rupees. Can I apply for a refund now? I'm sure you can't apply because you have already paid, you have registered, and you have done good to India, but not too good to yourself, but you can't claim it back, Madhav. With reference to this illustration, please clarify if the stockbroking income is business income and not capital gain. The stockbroking income is not capital gain. It is business income. It is a taxable value, and you have to pay GST on that. It will, don't have to pay GST on that, I guess, but on the aggregate value, it will be counted. Yes, Divya?
No, we need to pay GST on that because there is no exemption for stockbrokers.
Oh, all right. So if you are earning 10 lakh rupees of stockbroking commissions, yes, by providing sub-brokerage services or the brokerage services, and you have a 25 lakh rupees mutual fund income, then you have to pay GST on total 35 lakh rupees, Mr. Anurag. Anjali, my earning is greater than 20 lakhs from business since last 3 years and I have not taken GST. You should take a legal opinion from a chartered accountant or a lawyer, and probably in this show, our suggestion is that you should register and you should pay retrospectively along with interest. Unfortunately, yes. Tanya, if my brokerage is 16 lakhs and rent income, interesting, and rent earning from property 5 lakhs, which amount will be considered, Divya ji?
Yes, so her rental income is how much?
5 lakhs.
Okay, and the other income?
Mutual fund income is 16 lakhs.
So it comes to 21 lakhs. So assuming that this is the first year of operation, she needs to pay GST on 1 lakh.
So Tanya, your 5 lakh rupees of rent income is also a taxable income, as a taxable, yes, aggregate value, and you have to pay GST on that also. So it is the first year you have to pay 1 lakh rupees. So even if your brokerage income from mutual fund is 16 lakh rupees, you qualify for GST and you have to take registration for GST. Don't delay and get it done. Lalit, pension and MF commission. What about pension income? If I am a pensioner and I am getting 5 lakh rupees as pension and 16 lakh rupees of mutual fund commission, Divya ji, so my total income is 21 lakh rupees. Will that be exempt or I have to pay?
No, you need not pay GST because pension income is not included in GST. Okay, it is like clear. Salary that we are getting, so you need not register.
Lalit ji, you are safe. Madhav, is it that if someone has a GST number, they are liable to pay irrespective of income? Yes, you're right. Am I right, Divya ji?
Yes.
So you can voluntarily discontinue and you can surrender your GST license if you are below 20 lakhs, but if you're registered, you have to pay even on 1 lakh. What about Assam? Is it 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs? Any idea, Divya?
Yeah, so Assam is a special category state. So we need to check actually because there are certain states on which the GST amount is lesser. So I believe Assam is in that state. But can I get back to you on which are the special category states?
Done. Ronak, I am Maharashtra. Can I avail composition scheme? Yes, you can avail. There are certain conditions, but yes, you can ask more questions and you can avail composite scheme being in Maharashtra. What is GST rate, Vishwadeep? 18%. Sumit, is GST different in different cities? If a person living in Mumbai, no, GST is same, but you can apply for a composite scheme in Mumbai, which is 6%. Look, love case. So I take GST number from, I don't know. So Lakshmi Kant Desai, my mutual fund brokerage direct is 25 lakhs in Maharashtra, and also with national distributor NJ 1 lakh. So my total income is 26 lakhs. I have registered under composite scheme 6%. What should I do? I am from Maharashtra.
So he can continue to pay under composite scheme unless and until he's 26 lakhs per 6%. Unless and until he's raising bills within Maharashtra. If he's raising the bills outside Maharashtra, he cannot go in for composite scheme.
So, for example, NJ, as much as I know, is from Surat, and if he's from and his income is 25 lakhs from Maharashtra, and 1 lakh, and Surat is in Gujarat. So, if 1 lakh rupees income is from Surat, what is the situation?
He cannot go in for the composite scheme in that case, because once you make an interstate supply from Gujarat to Maharashtra, you cannot go in for the composite scheme. You can start paying GST as a regular person and pay 18%.
So if you're raising bill, Mr. Lakshmikant Desai, if you're raising bill to NJ and they have a Bombay office and you're raising the bill to their Bombay office, then you qualify for composite scheme. But if you're raising a bill to Surat from Bombay, then you cannot apply for a composite license. Vijay Kumar Mittal. Can an individual, I'm thinking of taking the CA examination now. Can an individual take 2 GST registration on one PAN? I don't think so.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, you can.
Any number of registrations.
On one PAN, you can take multiple registrations?
Yes, of course. So if you're operating in Maharashtra, in West Bengal, in Gujarat, so how do you go about it?
But in one city, you can't take, right? In one city,
in one city also you can.
Oh,
earlier there was a restriction, but now you can go in for multiple registrations.
Actually, Government of India doesn't want revenue. Whatever way you can pay, it's all right. It's only for the refund that you have to think about it twice. Madhav, I have taken input tax credit on car service and dinner. Will where clients were involved? Interesting question, Divya.
No, so you're not allowed to take the input tax credit. So in case if it is possible, I would recommend that you should reverse it and pay interest on that at the same time at the rate of 18%.
Utkarsh Anand, in the year 2019-20, my MFD income was 21 lakhs. And in the year 2021, MFD income is 18 lakhs. Do I need to get registered for GST?
He was supposed to get registered in the first year itself because he had crossed 20 lakhs turnover.
No, this is interesting. So first year, let us say I go back and I register and I pay now on 21 lakh rupees. And then what do I do for the current year of 19 lakhs? Because today I have the GST license. Am I supposed to pay on 19 lakhs also then? This is tricky, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think, Utkarsh, since you have missed out and you have taken a license today, Sandeep, please feel free whenever you want to interrupt us and if we're going wrong. So into 2019, you have to pay on 21 lakhs. You have to take a license today and pay on 21 lakhs. And this year also, probably you have to pay on 18 lakhs also, even if it is below 20 lakhs, because you have a valid GST license. And on the date of license, whatever income is accruing, whether it is 20 lakhs above or less, you have to pay on that. Ways to decrease GST liability. There's only one way. Don't sell. Don't make any income. Otherwise, you have to pay GST. Bridget Tarji. So, Ms. Saigal, why is there 2 rates of GST when it is 6% in Mumbai? So it's a composite scheme. It's a Government of India composite scheme for people who are earning less, lower business, to remove the hassle of the GST bills and preparation and account they have released. This is the case, I think.
Can I just add on to it? Actually, I think that people are getting confused that this rate is applicable only for Mumbai-based mutual fund distributors, but that is not the case. It is a pan-based, pan-India-based.
No, but because they are assuming it because all mutual fund companies are based out of Mumbai.
Okay.
That's
so in that case, yeah. So if you are in West Bengal also, you can go in for the 6% composite scheme, provided that the national distributor is also located in West Bengal, which is not the case in that case, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is why. Okay.
Is mutual fund commission in a financial year to be considered on accrual basis or credit basis? He's asking that in the month of March, whatever business it does, the commission he gets in April, and the last year, whatever business it did, he got the commission in April. So it should be done on the basis of which way? We generally do it that in the month of March, whatever business we got, we apply it in the month of April.
It depends the invoice that you are raising. So if you are raising the invoice in the month of March itself, so your turnover crosses 20 lakhs. So in that case, it is in that month itself.
So Samir, the industry practice is that you raise the bill next month. So it is from March commission, you raise the bill in April. So it will qualify in the next financial year.
Yes.
So I'll just add on something. This would depend upon the nature of person. In case he's an individual, he can opt for taxability on
cash basis.
But in case he is a company, he has to go for accrual, mercantile basis of accounting. So once you are mercantile basis of accounting, so you have to bill it in the month of March itself. You cannot wait till April. So it would depend upon the nature of the person.
Interesting. Most people I know probably have the system of that they will bill in the month of April and they will make payment. So Lokesh, you have to consider that. Okay, so Ratnesh, I have registered GST in March 2022, paying GST continuously. And as you said, I have to pay on over and above 20 lakhs. So what should I do? March 22 he registered. No, so last year you have registered Ratnesh for GST. So even if, so last year you have to pay above 20 lakhs, but this year you have to start paying from zero, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Ratnesh. Lokesh, if I cross the 20 lakhs limit and get registered, and next year my gross commission is 22 lakhs rupees, from which I have paid GST 18%, which will bring the net commission below 20 lakhs. Now, this is interesting. So let us say GST is 18%, Divyaji. I got 21 lakh rupees of commission this year.
Okay.
And he's saying that if I pay tax on GST 21 lakhs as the aggregate value, my output value becomes 9 plus 18% GST. So will I qualify because 18 lakhs is less than 20 lakhs?
No, but then I do not understand. Is he raising the bill of 18 lakhs or is he raising the bill of
18
21
lakhs? Because if I, so this is what happens. Company is crediting my account with 21 lakhs.
Okay.
Now, if I have to raise the bill to the company, says this is your total payout. GST.
Okay, so 3 lakhs is the GST amount you are saying.
Yes.
Okay, so turnover will not include the amount of GST in that. So his turnover will be considered to be 18 lakhs, and in that case, he need not be registered. Okay, so now it becomes 21 lakhs because of including of GST. So in that case, I believe that he needs to get himself registered because the company is already paid.
Very interesting. Thank you so much, Lokesh, for asking this question. The answer is that if you get commission in your bank account more than 20 lakh rupees and you have to raise bill of 17 lakhs plus GST 3 lakhs, then also you have to pay GST. This is what it is. Okay. Sudipta Sen Gupta, mutual fund commission 22 lakh rupees. Tomorrow morning, get yourself registered for GST and start paying on 20 lakhs plus the balance 2 lakh rupees if it is the first year. If my income from MF and insurance is 30 lakhs, am I eligible for composite GST? And I'm from Maharashtra, Divyaji.
Yes, it is less than 50 lakhs. If last year's commission was also less than 50 lakhs, so this year till we cross 50 lakhs, we can go in for the composite scheme.
Is GST paid an expense? I don't think so.
GST is not an expense because you're already collecting it from someone else and then paying it to the government.
Commission received from general insurance companies are covered under reverse charge. The answer is no, I guess. Only the life insurance company or even the general insurance company is under reverse charge. Are you aware, Divyaji?
Yeah, so all insurance companies are under reverse charge. Yes.
So yes.
For the previous question which you asked, is GST an expense? For a composite dealer, it is an expense because he's paying it out of his own pocket. He's not collecting it from anybody. So once you're paying 6%, it is an expense for you. 18% you collect and you pay. It's not an expense.
So friends, my sincere advice to you all this is that when you go to a client and he says that should I invest direct or you should come to mutual fund distributor, we all suggest that we should come to a mutual fund distributor. He will guide you. He will take you out of trouble. So please, 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 this is my sincere advice. All of you should have a professional person in your own city, wherever you want, and you should take their advice in GST calculation and preparation and tax. Don't do it on your own because you will be better off selling mutual fund rather than doing GST calculations. So all these questions which you are asking, you should have a professional person in hand because we are helping you with this webinar, but this is not going to help you for life to do your GST calculation and taxation payment and confusions. Dharmendra Mehta, in current year, my income exceeds 20 lakh threshold. From next financial year comes below. We have already answered that. This year, you have to take the registration. Next year, voluntary, you can surrender the registration. Until the time your registration is active, you have to continue to pay the GST. All right. So friends, we are taking the questions on the Q&A box first. We will take up the chat box later on. So if you have questions, you write me on the Q&A box first. Please clarify trail received MFD commission is equal to turnover. Yeah, so any commission received in trail is included in the turnover. Mohit Agarwal, you mean a private limited firm need not pay GST if his earning is less than 20 lakh rupees? Yeah, it's possible. So if your aggregate value is 10 lakh, less than 20 lakhs, whether you are company, private limited or individual, you don't have to take license, you don't have to pay GST. The basic threshold, like income tax, if you have income of less than 2 lakh, 50,000 rupees, you don't even have to submit it to the government of India. You don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to even file a return. In that case, for GST, if your income is less than 20 lakh, you don't even have to worry about anything. No registration, no taxes, nothing. right?
I believe, Brajeshji, that why they are getting confused is, like you said, that for income tax, there is a threshold of 2.5 lakh, but that's only for individuals and HUF. It's not for companies. So company, you earn 1 rupee. Yeah.
But in private limited company, the GST limit is 20 lakh rupees.
Yes. So the limit is same for all.
Okay, if someone is having MFD brokerage income only based in Indore, if he opens a registered office in Bombay and last year turnover is less than 50 lakhs, is he eligible for composite scheme? Yes. Venkatesh, if my income is 30 lakhs via mutual fund income and I opt for composite GST scheme, then 6% is expense to me. Yes. Ankit, what will be this is interesting? Thank you so much. I mean, Ankit, what will be the invoice date for GST registered MFD? Generally, the practice is that for the month of November, you raise the bill, you get the commission in December, and you raise the bill in the month of December. Ashik, Lokesh, can we follow the receipt basis for invoice? Sandeep ji has already answered this question. Can we follow the receipt basis for invoice raising instead of accrual basis? Pramod Nayak. If I'm not able to take any question of yours, I have missed out, please write again. While a car purchase cannot avail of input tax credit, can GST charge on car lease be set off against input tax credit? These are specific questions. We'll leave it for.
Okay.
There's a specific question, in terms of taxation. You better hire a tax consultant and get this answer question, Pramodji. Saket, I'm MFD and SDFC life insurance, both put together. I will be earning more than 20 lakhs. From MFD 12 lakhs and SDFC 10 lakhs. So do I need to register for GST? The answer is yes. You have to pay only on 12 lakh rupees, not on 22 lakh rupees, because on 10 lakh rupees, you have a reverse charge. And if this is your first year, then you have to pay only on 2 lakhs.
Yes.
Sanjay Shelke. For composite scheme, if I have to have office in Nagpur, within Maharashtra, then what? So it is possible. Anywhere in Maharashtra office, you can raise the bill and take advantage of composite scheme. Currently, my income is 16 lakhs. Now I convert to private. I have answered this question. Jigish said, so we need to compulsorily submit invoices to AMC. This is an operational issue. My answer is probably you should do that. As MFD registered as an individual ARN, the GST registration needs to be under sole proprietorship status? Yes. Whatever is the name and style of your ARN, your registration of GST has to be the same name. Because your income tax file is in that ARN number. Yeah, so yeah. Most questions are for GST scheme because people want to save that 12% of GST, which is, and they also get credit of that 6% as an expense on which they save 33%. So effectively they are paying only 4% tax. So they're saving 14%. So a lot of questions. We don't have a choice, Calcutta. Guruvel, composite scheme again. Will GST amount be considered an expense? No. In case I surrender my existing GST number, can I get the benefit of exemption of 20 lakh once again? For the first financial year, yes. So next time, Divyaji, if I registered for GST, next year I surrendered, and again next year I take up the GST, again 20 lakh will be the base amount first year calculation?
Yes.
Interesting. So see how many type of questions we have. Interesting to save taxes. We don't want to pay taxes, and that's okay as far as your earnings is less. My advice, friends, all of you, ignore GST. Just pay taxes if your income is 20 lakhs. Don't do multiple ARNs. Just focus on increasing your clientele, increasing your business, AUM, and trail commissions. Just GST is nothing. You cannot ignore it. If you earn 1 crore, you have to pay. You earn 2 crores, you have to pay. It is only beyond 15 and 25 lakh rupees you are trying to say how you can save 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees. Ignore all this part, pay the GST and move ahead. If I pay GST, then it's compulsory to income tax 30%. No, GST is no way a reflection of your income tax. That is calculated separately. It has nothing to do with GST. आपको ऐसा लग रहा है सुमित जी कि हम GST पे करेंगे, इनकम टैक्स हमको पकड़ेगा, वो ऐसे भी पकड़ेगा. अगर आपकी इनकम बैंक में ज्यादा है तो आपको इनकम दिखाना पड़ेगा, unless your expenses are not so much that it exempts you from the income tax. Pradeep Khuntia, income over 30 lakhs, we can pay GST on 10 lakhs only. Only yes. If this is the first year, Pradeep ji, then your question is right. And if your second year GST, then you have to pay on total of 30 lakhs. Sangeeta, do we need to pay GST on FD brokerages? Yes. Health insurance? No. Brokerages? Yes. RBI bonds? Yes. So again, life insurance and health insurance, you don't have to pay GST. It is under reverse charge. For all other mutual fund commission, fixed deposit commissions, RBI bonds brokerage, you have to pay GST. On Mediclaim, you don't have to pay GST. on Mediclaim commission that you sell, you don't have to pay GST. The insurance company will charge you on a reverse charge mechanism. Whatever money comes in your bank account is yours. You only have to pay income tax on that. I'm getting better. Salary income will be added in 20 lakh rupees. Divya ji, salary income?
No, salary will not be added.
So if you are earning 6 lakh rupees from salary and your company allows you to sell mutual fund in that name and your income is 27 lakh rupees, you will qualify only for 21 lakh rupees and you have to pay only on 1 lakh. And if your income is 19 lakhs plus 6 lakh salary, you don't have to even register for the GST. So we'll be there for 5-7 minutes more because I promised Divya ji will finish off in 1 hour time. So Divya ji, Sandeep ji, please feel free to log off anytime you have alternate commitments. I will answer the questions or otherwise you can stay as long as you wish. Lakshmi Kant, I am registered under composite scheme having 25 lakh rupees brokerage and also 1 lakh MFD brokerage. What should I do? I have answered this question before. Future and option profit 1 lakh. Sorry, income plus commission on mutual fund. On both, I have to pay GST?
No, future and option, no GST on that.
No GST. John Brito, can I get input tax credit on commission I received from mutual fund companies? How do I raise the bill for commissions? That's simple. I will take it up in another program in terms of operation of GST implications. My mutual fund commission is 19.5 lakhs in GST calendar or financial year. GST is financial year basis. So till now, you don't have to pay taxes. The moment it crosses 20 lakhs, on upward of 20 lakh rupees, you have to start paying the taxes. So again, let us say my income is now 20 lakhs, Divya ji. Next month, I get 1 lakh rupees commission more. So up to 20 lakh rupees is exempted. On 1 lakh rupees, I have to back calculate 85,000 plus 18%, right? That's the way.
Yes. Only we need to pay only 1 lakh rupees.
1 lakh rupees. Income from mutual fund distribution 18 lakhs. Pankaj. Plus commission on insurance and health and 3 lakhs and 4 lakhs. People want, see, we have answered this question 20 times, but people want their specific situation answer, and that is the anxiety of the mutual fund distributor across the country, that how it applies to my individual case, they want to be doubly sure. So we'll answer your question, Pankaj. You have 8 lakh rupees of mutual fund commission, health insurance, 3 lakh plus 4 lakhs. Answer is that you have to pay GST because your total income is 21 lakh rupees. Salary is not included in the aggregate value. 21 lakh rupees makes you eligible for GST license, but you have to pay taxes of GST only on 18 lakhs because 3 lakh rupees जो commission आ रही है वो reverse charge पे already आपको commission debit हो चुकी है.
That's correct.
Thank you. I was waiting for your endorsement. Vijay, okay. Again. So, Jikesh, if all AMCs take, so ignore it. In case I surrender my existing GST number, can I get the benefit of exemption of 3 lakhs? Once again, yeah, answer this question. FNO, no. I'm part-time in MFD business. Main business is medical store. Mutual fund distribution commission, 10 lakhs. Medical store, 12 lakhs. Turnover, profit 4 lakhs. So total income is, turnover has nothing to do with GST, Divya, right? So your
what to do with GST? Profit does not have anything to do with GST. So
no, so 10 lakh rupees of mutual fund commission, 12 lakh turnover of medical store,
yes,
and 4 lakh profit.
Yes. So the word is the aggregate turnover. So basically 12 lakhs plus 10 lakhs, it comes to 22 lakhs. So we need to pay GST on 2 lakhs if this is the first year of operation.
Okay, Mr. Himanshu, then you're eligible for GST. Your total turnover will be 22 lakh rupees, and this is the first year you have to pay tax on 2 lakh rupees. So medical store turnover is taxable. You know, if I sell medicines worth 20 lakh rupees,
yes,
or 22 lakh rupees, I have to pay taxes on, let us say the tax is 18%. So I have to pay 18% tax on the medical store bills. That's interesting.
Basically, it is already included in the MRP that we are charging from the customer.
Okay. I'll try to take smaller questions now, friends, in the interest of time. Will I get input tax credit on office furniture?
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will. Can we claim GST from all the AMC? You cannot claim GST. The commission that you get is inclusive of GST, whether you like it or not, Meher. Srirang, you can't raise a bill of GST over and above the commission credited in your bank account. You have to back it. And संदीप जी, दिव्या जी, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को सबसे ज्यादा हिट लगा इससे. हमें जो कमीशन पहले आती थी आज भी वही आती है, पहले हमें जीएसटी नहीं देना होता था, आज हमें उसको 18% जीएसटी देना होता है। तो हमारी क्रॉस इनकम जो होती थी वो 18% एक शॉट में जिस दिन जीएसटी आया वो अप्लाई हो गई, और उसके बाद जो हमारा इनकम टैक्स है वो अलग। That was a huge hit. So virtually you lost 1 year of your life, because if your growth is 18%, then from next year your income becomes 1,18,000 rupees, which is as good as the last year. This is what happens, and so people are concerned. Yeah, it's a big hit, very big hit. Sunil Pradhan, if you have an option between 18% and 6%, then which is it? Of course, it is 6% if you're in Bombay, Sunil Pradhan. CFP Purnendra Rai, my GST cancelled by authority because not filing of return. Now my commission is more than 20 lakhs. What to do, Divya ji?
What was the question?
My GST license is cancelled by GST authority because of non-filing of returns.
Okay.
Now my commission is more than 20 lakhs. What should I do?
So he has to reapply for registration and then start paying again, and be more regular in filing his returns.
Yeah. Can we raise bill to AMC as reverse? Kapil Kumar, no. John Brito, the commission sheet which we receive from mutual fund companies doesn't have GST breakup. It is done because it is inclusive of GST. That's how it is. Mumbai, you mean Maharashtra? Yeah, Mumbai, we mean Maharashtra for composite scheme. Okay, a few more questions there. If someone earns 20 lakhs and he gives 1 lakh sub brokerage, what will be the situation? Interesting. So Divyaji, somebody earns 22 lakh rupees.
Okay.
And he passes 4 lakh rupees commission to somebody who is working for him as a commission. So what happens?
Turnover will be 22 lakhs itself. This is an expense which you are incurring. So since the turnover is more than 20 lakhs, then you need to pay GST.
It is like, got it. So it is like same like the national distribution concept. You got 22 lakh rupees, your turnover is 22 lakh rupees, so you have to pay GST. Now 4 lakh rupees commission which you are paying to the other person has to be on the basis of your net commission, whatever rate of commission you have agreed between each other. And if that person is paying GST, then he will raise a bill of 4 lakhs plus GST to you, which you can claim as input tax credit.
Yes.
Okay. Commission from PMS referential income is added. Yes. So any income from PMS commission which you earned, it will be included in your aggregate value and you have to pay GST on that. Reverse charge. Reverse charge means you don't have to pay charges. The company debits your GST and pays to the government. You pay GST, but you don't have to file the returns and you don't have to do the accounting. In mutual fund company, previously it was there, but now it is not. In service tax times it was there, but in GST it is not applicable. So this is it. And let me say some questions from. So I in the interest of time, I'm not able to scroll back and answer your question. So we'll be here for the next 3 minutes. If you have any question, stop in the Q&A. Just write me in the chat box. We will take questions for the next 3 minutes and then we will close this session. I'm so sorry if I have not been able to answer. We have not been able to answer some of your questions. Sorry, in case I surrender my existing GST number, can I get, in case I surrender, where it is? Oh my God, so many questions coming back immediately. Oh my God, just give me a moment. In case I surrender my existing GST number, can I get benefit of exemption of rupees 20 lakhs? Yes. Ashik, if an office is not in Mumbai, but other parts of Maharashtra like Pune, yes, you can still take the credit of composite scheme. Maharashtra it is not Mumbai. It's state-wise, not city-wise. Kuntal, can Kolkata distributor take benefit of composite GST benefits? Answer is no, because most mutual fund companies are situated out of Maharashtra. Kailash, Divyaji, please interrupt if I am answering any question wrong.
You're answering perfectly fine.
Kailash, if I received 1 lakh commission from AMC and I want to pay GST on that, can I recover GST of 18,000 by charging invoice of 1.1 lakhs? No, you can't. Because AMC will not pay you 18,000. AMC says that 1 lakh is inclusive or non-inclusive, whatever it is as your status, we will pay you 1 lakh rupees. If you have to pay GST, pay from that. Mahmood Khan, I wanted clarification. A person has taken GST number. Voluntary, his income is below 20 lakhs. This is done to take input tax credit on expenses. So my query is, what is the amount paid by AMC if the brokerage is rupees 100 without GST? Mutual fund company has nothing to do with your GST status. They will pay you 100 rupees. If you are liable to pay GST, you pay 15 rupees GST and your income will be counted as 85 rupees. Mutual fund company को बीच में मत लाइए, उसको आपके GST से कोई मतलब नहीं है. What is to be paid who have registered for GST MFD and non-registered MFD? Mutual fund company दोनों को 100 रुपया देगा. जिसको टैक्स भरना है उसको 15 रुपया अपने पॉकेट से जीएसटी को भरना पड़ेगा, और जिसको टैक्स 20 लाख के नीचे आता है, जिसका टैक्स नहीं भरना है, उसकी पूरी 20 लाख रुपए उसकी इनकम है. Nilesh Goel, Sudeep Gupta ji mentioned that as per CAMS, how to register for composite. You have to be based out of Mumbai for mutual fund distribution business, Neena ji, or you have to open an office in Bombay. For this, you have to, again, you should take advice of your lawyer, chartered accountant, and they will help you with the composite scheme. GST will be paid full amount or above 20 lakhs. About 20 lakhs in the first year, and if it is the second year, you have to pay on the total 20 lakhs. What is the GST approx if I earn 20 lakhs in terms of rupees? It is 3 lakh rupees, roughly. The income will be counted as 17 lakh rupees, and on that, 18% is roughly around 3 lakh rupees. What is the invoice number that is to be shown while filing? That's an operational issue, Jalani. We will have to take it up later. It's not an implication issue. Next 1 minute, we will close this seminar. Rent from residential property to MFD, will it be added to GST? Divyaji.
From residential property?
Yes.
No, basically rent from residential property is exempt. So we, yes, it will be added to the aggregate turnover, but you need not charge GST on that.
Okay, so answer is Shakir ji कि अगर आपके कोई भी रेंट आ रहा है तो एग्रीगेट वैल्यू में वो ऐड होगा, लेकिन अगर रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टी का रेंट है तो उस पे जीएसटी नहीं भरना है, कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टी है तो जीएसटी भी भरना पड़ेगा. Can we consult for GST with Divya ji? Arvind ji, you are all, we live in a free world. SDP Associates is available. If they want to work with you, you want to work with you. Master Stroke have no financial interest, and you can directly get in touch. We will give you the details, and you can enter into a professional relationship subject to both of you agreeing. Is that all right, Sandeep ji?
It's perfectly all right.
Perfect. GST rate. Basundram is registered in Tamil Nadu. Can Maharashtra people can avail for? So one of the companies, Divya ji, is registered in Tamil Nadu. And let us say 19 companies are in Mumbai. And we work for all the companies and we are based out in Mumbai. In this case, I don't think we can take GST credit, or otherwise we will need to have two offices, one in Tamil Nadu, one in Bombay, right?
No, that is not the case. If you are in Tamil Nadu, you can still take input tax credit because there will be a bill for IGST.
No, so let me ask you again. One company is from Tamil Nadu, 10 companies are from Mumbai.
Okay.
I am situated in Mumbai. I earn 2 lakh rupees commission from Tamil Nadu mutual fund company and 25 lakh rupees from Bombay-based mutual fund companies. My total income is 27 lakhs, 25 lakhs from Bombay and 2 lakh rupees from Tamil Nadu. Can I apply for a composite scheme?
No, for composite scheme, you cannot do it for that.
Cannot apply. So Shanti Priya, you cannot do this. Somebody is saying Sundaram office also has in Maharashtra. If income crosses 20 lakh, then GST 18% plus 30% income tax, 48% taxes has to be paid. Your calculation is wrong. Because, and I don't want to answer this, Supriya, because if you have a 30 lakh rupees of income, first of all, GST is calculated on 25 lakh rupees. So your net income is only 25 lakhs. On that 25 lakh rupees, you have various expenses, business expenses, and various limits allowed, and 10%, 20%. So effective tax rate is not 48%. It will be much, much, much lower. This is the wrong way of calculating. I'm so sorry for that.
Teji, if you go on like this, you will soon become a tax consultant rather than a mutual fund consultant.
I feel I'll take this.
Mutual fund के बारे में सीखना होगा आपसे.
In the last 4 days, I've learned a lot interacting with you. And questions are endless. We still have 200 people on the show. We touched 400 on the screen. And my person messaged me that, we have 475 people logging on as well as on the YouTube channel. So it was a fantastic session. I must thank you, Divya ji. Thank you, Sandeep ji. And I hope your son gets well soon. I hope everything is under control. And thank you for your support. And
thank you very much. Thank you, Divya, for the wonderful deliberation. I think people are enlightened with this deliberation and they will now be clear with their approach of GST. As Brijesh ji has already told, he better not think it as a tax. In case you want to have a growth, you have to include that tax as a part of your growth story.
Yes.
If you think that you will just try to play within that 1820 to 1820 limits, you will never be able to grow. Leave it behind and go ahead with your tax.
Thank you so much.
That is my advice as a tax consultant.
Any contact number you would like to give of your office? Anybody email ID which I want to put on the text box, which if somebody wants to get in touch, Sandeep ji? Any?
Divya ka de do because GST is
आपका email ID?
Yeah, it is Divya, DIVYA, @sdpa.co.in.
So friends, I have mentioned the Divya Mohta's email ID on the chat box. If anybody wants to get in touch with SDP, you're free to do that. And in case anybody wants it later, you can contact Masterstroke. We will provide it to you. So thank you so much, Sandeep ji, and thank you so much, Divya ji, for this wonderful insight. Thank you so much.
Very sorry once again for the hit which we created.
Perfectly all right. Went off pretty good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, friends. So I will be there for 5 minutes more. And if you have any question, anything else, anybody who wants to raise their hand, I will take their questions now. Not on the GST, anything else. So I am removing your raised hands. And if you want to ask me any question, please raise your hands again. Previous hands I am removing. Here you go, Sudipta first.
I seek your indulgence. GST का ही है.
Brilliant.
लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का कमीशन तो 15-20 लाख का होगा ऑलरेडी और कई सालों से है. Now MF may cross 20 lakh this year, but previous year and previous last 2-3 years, LIC plus MF is well over 20 lakh.
Immediately seek a legal opinion, a chartered accountant's opinion, and take it forward. In my opinion, you are liable to pay GST in the previous years.